Hello again, everyone. This is Taff again, and we're getting through a few of these now, aren't we? Well, it's always nice when we got positive words to speak, unlike recent blogs have been negative. The last one was a positive one, of course. We'd beaten Crew, the club galvanised is what I called it. Now I'm calling it "It's On" because it is. Safety, the fight back, staying in the Football League is definitely on. It's got to be, but we can't heap any pressure on this team. We got to just keep going. I mean, after Leighton Orient, I think everybody had accepted that relegation was on the horizon. And to be honest with you, yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone could really deny it. But now we've given ourselves a real chance. But the reason why I think, well, not the only reason why, but one of the reasons why is that the pressure was off. So just go out there and play for this. You go and play for that badge. And thankfully the players have, and even if we had to go down, we're talking about going down on high spirits now, and that's going to put us in good stead for next season, because I really think we could go down with a team capable of getting us back up, and it's happening a lot more often these days, and I'm going to tell you why. Again, I think I've mentioned this so many times about how competitive the conference is, in comparison to what it was when we got promoted. I think the season we got promoted, it was the most competitive season in conference history. Because you look at all the teams we had. I mean, Stockport got relegated that year. Stockport County, and they were ex-championship. Obviously, it was first division back when they were there, but they actually had a team capable of pushing for Premier League promotion. Once upon a time, and then they got relegated from the conference the season we went up. And you look how many good teams in the division. I mean, Luton didn't even get in the playoffs that year. I mean, we beat Grimsby and Wrexham in the playoffs, and we did the double over Hereford, who just come down with a good team, I'll have you know, as well. And look at all the other teams that were in the division that year. I mean, we had no right to go up, especially when we nearly got relegated, the season before. So it was a marvellous achievement because it was the most competitive the conference has been. So, for us to now look at it, and we look at the teams that are in the conference now, all the big teams that we had to encounter the season we went up are now back up in the Football League, except for Wrexham. Who else? It's only really Wrexham. I mean, if Tranmere and Lincoln go up and York go down, there's only really the likes of Torquay, Macclesfield, and Wrexham and Dagenham in the division. I mean, Forest Green are still there with their money. Eastleigh have got a bit of money, and there are a couple of other teams that have always sort of been competitive, like Gateshead and obviously Dover. But we're going to go down with it being the least competitive it's been in a long time. And obviously, with Cheltenham, who aren't all that much better than us, can go up as champions the following season. I can't see any reason why we can't, especially if we're going to go down with a high. Now, I'm talking as though we're relegated still, even though we put ourselves in the position that we're in. I'm trying to prepare for the worst case scenario now, as you do during a relegation battling season. You prepare yourself for the worst case scenario, and to be honest with you, I'm going to start talking about the best case scenario. Is that the team actually go and do it, and with the momentum we've driven, with the spirits being so high, I can't see any reason why we can't keep this run going. But the thing is, if we don't win a game, don't panic. There's still a few games left after that, and say we've got 7 points to make up. We've got teams who are above us, who are going to drop points. What we got to do is to pick up as many points as we physically can, and see where it leaves us. Personally, I think it's going to come down at the last game of the season. I got a feeling we're going to slug it out with Notts County to see who stays up. And to tell you something, Wembley was amazing. Wembley was the greatest day of my life. In a different sort of way, this game is going to be just as important. If that's the eventuality, that the last game of the season, Notts County, is going to be between us and them. Personally, I think it's going to be, and personally, I think with the way things are going, I can see us staying up now. I can see it. But I'm not expecting it. We can't put any expectation or pressure on this team now. We've got to keep the momentum, keep the high, but don't raise the expectation. We cannot do that. So, don't know. I'm just so excited at the moment. I mean, we've won 2 in a row. I mean, that doesn't really sound like much of a big deal, but for us this season, it's a massive deal. We're playing on our own pitch now against Blackpool. I think. Oh, sorry, it's getting late. We're playing on our own pitch against Blackpool, a team that we got beaten 4-1 by away, but we could have been winning 2-1, and I think we could have gone on and won that game. If we had scored that penalty, then I think we'd have been well on our way. But we put our penalty away against Morecambe. We put our chances away against Crewe. But the big thing I'm going to mention is the chances that we're getting in the last 2 games. The chances that we've had and we've missed. I hope we start taking some more, because there's creativity in this team. There's clean sheets in this team. There's a good goalkeeper in this team when he's got a confident, when he's confident, he's got a good defence in front of him. Because when the defence fails, the goalkeeper loses his confidence. So Joe Day, when he's confident, is the best keeper in this league. When he's not confident, he can be one of the worst. So we keep the defence up, we keep the confidence up with our goalkeeper, we keep creating chances, and we have got goals in the team. You know, we've got Ryan Bird, we've got Alex Samuel, we've got Aaron Williams, we've got Unai Gordon, we've got goals in this team. You know, even from midfield, obviously Labadie, Tom Owen Evans though, wow. I mean, 2 man of the matches in a row, the boy's flying at the moment, and it's great to see product of the youth doing well. I mean, I remember the season we went up, we had a good youth product in Lee Evans playing for us, and he helped us gain so many points in the beginning half of that season. He helped put us in that position, you know, to go on and get promoted. But obviously, you look at Tom Owen Evans, and you do see flashes of Lee Evans in him. You know, Lee Evans was, he had a keen strike for goal. He had a good pass, and he was good with his set pieces. I see the same with Tom Owen Evans, to be honest with you. You know, very similar player, and and going back to the worst case scenario for me, he'd be one of the best players in the conference. You know, so we've got to make sure we tie him down for a couple of years, and I mean, if eventually he does move on, he'll move on, profiting us awfully well. So. Yeah, as I can say, the excitement, it's difficult to contain the excitement now. I mean, everybody's seen me emotional and angry and pissed off, and, troubling times through the season. Now, there's a sense of excitement around the club, and it's difficult to contain it. And, yeah, I'm just happy at the moment. Michael Flynn's done an awful lot. For those who are calling for the fact that the board should have done it earlier, oh, yeah, because hindsight, it's a marvellous thing, hindsight. But the only problem is it doesn't do anything for you. I mean, you can only look back. But at the end of the day, Graham Wesley's record was never bad enough until Leyton Orient, because although you could look, he only won the 1 game in however many, you were still drawing games. We were still turning out decent performances, and we were getting unlucky in games. But his team selections were dire. His tactics were shit. His formations. It just goes to show how he was failing, because Flinney has just gone and put a basic formation, a basic tactic, and just say defend and hit them hard when you go forward, and it's working. I don't know what the hell Wesley was trying to do, but Flinney's just come in, picked it up, and thought, well, just do this, and it's working now. So long may it continue. Anyway, I'm just going to go into waffle mode, because I'm just so excited about things at the club now. I'm just going to end up filling you full of bullshit. So yeah, for those of you watching and keeping up with what I'm saying, thanks very much. But I tend to find that I just have to just press the record button, point it on me, and just talk about County. And usually, my head does it all for me. I just spit the words out. But I would like to have a subject of somebody's choice to actually speak about. So if anybody's got something they'd like for me to talk about on any of these blogs, give me a suggestion. I'd like to, talk about it for you. So, yeah, well, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see many of you at Blackpool, and many of you joining in with the Amber Army's efforts to get the atmosphere up, because I tell you something now, this is when, anybody who's ever been reluctant to get involved with the atmosphere, this is the time to change your mind and get on board with what we're trying to do, because what we're trying to do is lift the spirits of the players. Just get the place laid, get the place bouncing, and obviously we know how to do that. We just need your help. So Hopefully we'll see many of you there, and we get the noise levels right up. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that one for now. That's a good 10 minutes. So thanks for watching again, and we'll see you all Saturday up the county.